The best of Money Matters. Right Business.
Welcome to The Right Business, where we dive deep into the stories of trailblazers who dare to disrupt the status quo, find the gap in the market to find the right business. Hello, I'm Hongbin Jeong. What makes a campaign truly memorable? Is it the glossy visuals, the perfectly tuned copy, or the numbers on a dashboard? In today's world, it can be easy to confuse output with impact. AI can generate content at lightning speed, and algorithms can predict what works. But our next guest, the co-founder of a creative agency here in Singapore, has seen how something can look flawless and still leave audiences scrolling. In an industry obsessed with speed and efficiency, she asks the hard questions. When should technology lead, and when should human intuition take the wheel? And ultimately, what does it take to make work that people actually remember? Well, joining us today to share more is Elyssa Ng, who's a co-founder and creative director of Kredence Creative Solutions. Hi, Elyssa. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Hongbin. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
It's glad for me to join the show.
Thank you so much for joining us. Well, Elyssa, when did you realize that the creative world needed a different kind of agency, and how did that spark the idea of Kredence Creative Solutions?
All right, let me give a bit of the idea of how we started KCS. So KCS actually started in 2020, right in the middle of all the uncertainty when it feels like creativity was losing its edge. Every campaign was starting to look the same, and then the speed and template were replacing the thoughts and originality. So we realized that there was a room for different kind of agency, one that actually could move fast but still think deeply. That's really how KCS began, and built around the idea that creativity and performance shouldn't be separate. We want to prove that you can be strategic and creative, smart and soulful at the same time.
Okay. Well, for people who don't know KCS, how would you describe what the company really stands for? What does KCS do exactly?
KCS is a boutique O2O marketing agency in Malaysia, but also expanded to Southeast Asia market virtually. We work with brands to tell stories that convert, combining design, strategy, and data. But more than that, we stand for clarity, speed, and creative intelligence. We believe marketing should make sense both emotionally and commercially. That's what drives everything we do.
Okay. I mean, you've worked with brands from Sony to Scholastic Asia. What kind of other clients come to KCS?
All right. Most of our clients come to us when they are ready for a reset to create something sharper and more relevant to the markets. And we work with brands that value creative thinking and want to reconnect with audience in an authentic ways. So it could be a global brand looking for regional insight, or even a local business trying to punch above its weight. So they come to us for a balanced creative storytelling that actually deliver the result.
Interesting. Now, the industry right now is flooded with AI-generated visuals, templated copy, and dashboards that give the illusion of success. So why do you believe KCS is the right kind of business to cut through that noise at this particular moment in time?
Okay, first, we never forgot what marketing is really about. It's all about people and connection with the audience. So AI can create content, but it cannot create a connection. At KCS, definitely we would use AI and data as a tool to enhance our thinking, but not replacing the human. We still lead the insight, instinct, and emotion that was cut through the noise today. In the sea of automation right now, human creativity has actually become more valuable than ever. So instead of just depending on AI, we would say we use AI to enhance another level of thinking so the human become a strategic thinker.
Okay. I mean, then how do you tailor campaigns for different audiences when algorithms can give a one-size-fits-all answer?
Okay, different brand definitely would have different target audience or different market they would like to target. So we would treat the algorithm as a map, but not a destination. Data just show us where people are, but not why they care. So our process starts with understanding the real human behavior, the persona of the audience, what motivates people, and what language they respond to. So in combining of all this, it makes what people trust a brand. And then we use the data to validate and scale those insights. So we build a campaign that feels personal. Even some of the process in between, we kind of automated using the AI.
Speaking of AI at KCS, you use tools like Midjourney and ChatGPT not as shortcuts, but as starting points. Walk us through how you decide when to lean on automation and when to pull back and let the, messier, more human process take over.
All right, we see AI tool as an assistant, a creative assistant, but not the creative director, because at the end, humans still lead the entire design or even the direction of the design. So AI just help us to speed up the exploration, is actually really great for drafting, ideation, or even a quick visualization where we work on the proposal for client to visualize what is the campaign about. But when it comes to brand tone, emotional storytelling, or even the visual precision, that's where the humans step in. So AI, for example, AI can show you like 100 of beautiful options for the design, but only human can tell which exactly feel right to the target audience based on whatever AI created, and also human need to touch up whatever that AI has generated in order to fit to the audience or even for the markets.
Well, if you look into the future, how do you see the creative industry evolving as AI tools become more advanced? And what do you think will separate the agencies that thrive?
All right. The future, I would say, is not about human versus machine or human versus AI, but is more toward humans with machine or AI. So meaning that we both need to work together. So human would be the person like to train and to give the insight of AI to become our executor. So the human or the strategic thinker would be the one that more toward the thinking part. So creative team that know how to use AI actually enhance the creative speed and insight while keeping the human spark will stay ahead. Yeah.
You've been outspoken about mentoring young creatives, especially those overwhelmed by tools that promise instant answers. So what advice would you give them about balancing the efficiency of AI with the need to develop their own creative voice and instincts?
All right. So don't let the AI to do the thinking for you, but let it challenge you instead, or based on whatever AI has created, maybe it can enhance your creativity based on that. So we don't box ourselves with things as well. Use it to explore faster about the trend or how can it tap into the trend using the AI. So I would say AI can make you efficient, but experience what makes you creative. So I would say young creative would leverage the AI tool to enhance their work in the future.
Finally, what's your long-term vision for KCS? Do you see it scaling into a bigger agency, staying boutique and specialized? What's next for KCS?
All right, not to say that we would want to be biggest. Definitely KCS in the future would like to become a group that has different specialty in different industry, for example, media or even marketing agency or talent agency and stuff like that. But our goal actually is to stay creative and smart while we're working with the talents around the globe so that we can have a deeper regional partnership or smarter use of automation to enhance the creative tech plan or even the MarTech industry. Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, thank you so much, Elyssa, for joining me today.
Thank you.
That was Elyssa Ng, co-founder and creative director of Kredence Creative Solutions. This has been The Right Business with me, Hongbin Jeong.
Money FM 89.3